Coordinates of the midpoint of a line segment. Consider the points P1 whose coordinates are x1, y1, z1 and point P2 whose coordinates are x2, y2 and z2. The 2 points are joined by the line segment P1, P2. We will determine the coordinates of the midpoint M of line segment P1, P2. All points are in space and they do not lie on any of the planes. From the points P1, M and P2, draw lines perpendicular to the xy plane. The lines meet the xy plane in points A, B and C respectively. Points A, B, C are collinear since the line segment AC is the projection on the xy plane of line segment P1, P2. Because the 3 yellow lines are parallel, segments AB and BC have the same ratio as segments P1M and MP2. Therefore, segment AB over segment BC is equal to segment P1M over segment MP2. This is equal to 1 since M is the midpoint and segments P1M and MP2 are equal. This means segment AB equals segment BC and B is the midpoint of line segment AC. From points A, B and C, draw lines perpendicular to the x-axis. They meet the x-axis at points D, E and F respectively. Now we will rotate the diagram to give a better view of the x-coordinates for all points. OD is equal to x1 being the x-coordinate of point P1 and OF being the coordinate of point P2 is equal to x2. DF is equal to x2 minus x1. DE is equal to x2 minus x1 divided by 2. The x-coordinate of point M is equal to segment OE. Substituting for OE, we have x is equal to x1 plus x2 minus x1 divided by 2. Which gives x is equal to x1 plus x2 over 2. The same method is used to determine the y-coordinate of point M. Perpendicular lines must be drawn to the y-axis from points A, B and C. You obtain the value of y equals y1 plus y2 over 2. Now we will determine the value of the z-coordinate of point M. We move the results because we will be using the xz plane. Perpendicular lines have to be drawn from P1, M and P2 to the xz plane and then to the z-axis. We could also have drawn lines perpendicular to the yz plane and then to the z-axis. Either method will lead to determining the z-coordinate of point M. The z-coordinate of point M is equal to z1 plus z2 over 2.